And I would like to invite the next candidate, THPT from Quốc, Thái High School. This is going to be discussed. In many societies, younger generation are rejecting traditional customs and values. Should efforts be made to preserve cultural traditions, or is cultural evolution inevitable?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So first of all, I would like to introduce about myself first. My name is THPT. I'm from 11 and 9 at Quốc, Thái High School. And standing here today, I feel truly privileged to voice my two thoughts about this topic. Today, my topic is about in many societies, younger generations are rejecting traditional customs and values. Should effort be made to preserve cultural traditions or cultural evolution inevitable? Now, let's get started. So there is no denying that there is in the ever-growing world that the younger generation is still like pursuit relentless about the world, about the change, or maybe the global issues, and just seem like they forgot about their true root. And now, personally, I think that there's countless ways that we can preserve our heritage, and as what it is about the preserving cultural traditions. So now, today I would like to give you the two species of region. So first of all, let's talking about the internet. Well, just seems like when we mention in the internet that we just see about the negative aspect, right? However, I would like to clarify how powerful our internet is. So as the younger generation, I could see the powerful tools of internet that we can share, that we can share our beauty of our history, our roots. So now, let's give you one example. Now, looking back in the history, there are countless stories just sacrificed in the world, the changes of the world, or we can see the countless remarkable achievements through a blue skin, or we can see through the image or the videos. And that being said, just through the videos that I could see how President Ho Chi Minh, well, despite the numerous obstacles of his journeys, he never gave on his vision of the independent Vietnam. So even that is about the working progress work. Learning about the policies of political movement, or as well as even that imprisonment, he's never give up. And now that we could receive the Vietnamese independence in 1945. So without the internet, that seems like the rest of a lot about the information and valuable experience about the history. Well, for example, is from the storyteller that I really appreciate him, that he's often, published about the podcast about our history figures and as well as about the remarkable achievements in this past. So without the internet, I believe that we could lose our identity, and most importantly I think that is an urgent moment that we could, just maintaining resilient cultural tradition. Moreover, let's talk about the multinational workforce. Indeed. So I would like to join you a little legend, like a student who study abroad in foreign countries. They might have to learn about the local languages, the customs, and why do they need to have remaining good? Because in the multi workforce, it's not just about the planning, but we need to collaborate, and about the diversity, we need to improve it instead of our collapses, I would say. So I would say that instead of we running into, I would say that instead of reflecting our personality or changing our mindset when we living in the Western country, instead of that we need to remain our kindness, not simply engage into Vietnamese world. And more importantly, the getting like us, we need to strengthen our progress and be mindful every time, because our generation is something cultural tradition is really important. Now, pollution. Well, I think there's countless ways that we can maintain our traditions and as well as the heritage. However, well, so I think that it's really important for the individuals, especially for the younger generations, to be mindful and voice out your thoughts. Maybe it's through the social media or maybe it's for your school community. Just take action. And that's the end of my presentation. I really appreciate for your listening, and I hope you have a successful competition. Thank you.
To your topic.
Okay, thank you, Tay, for your talk. And can you please give us some example of any Vietnamese traditions or values that are being rejected by the young generations?
Okay, thank you for your listening. Thank you for your questions. So I have a friend who's studying abroad in Singapore. Well, absolutely, that he's the same age with me. Well, whenever it is come to the end of the year, so instead of he celebrating with his family, celebrating the Lunar New Year with his family, he would reject it or maybe ignore it, and instead of that, he just troubling or maybe sometimes he just celebrating Christmas event. So after he told me about that event, and I just like, oh, you're Vietnamese? Because, I think I know that Vietnamese is not just have that behavior. And I think this is the government right. Well, I think that, after all, just told him about that, I think you are wrong. Because, it's celebrating this festival that's simply important in our Vietnam. In your homeland is really important because it's not only represent your roots, but it's also that share your tradition towards the world, share your beauty, share your how beautiful is your homeland is. So when you reject it, I don't think you a Vietnamese, it's kind of like a misfit personality. And so after that lesson, I just deeply understood so whatever, personally I have the patience, I have the curiosity to go around the world, to traveling and as well as to study, to gain my knowledge. And after lesson, I think that is really important for me. So whenever I go to abroad, I need to maintain my root. And whenever is have the special day of Vietnam, I will celebrate it. I will introduce to my peers, to my foreign friends about how beautiful are my traditions. And that's the end of my answer. Thank you.
Well, thanks a lot. Thank you, Việt, for your interesting story.